Another day in the Croatia rally and even more drama. Let's start off with Thierry Neuville, currently sitting 4th. He said he needs to not take any risks, but you could argue that he already took enough risks. He's been slapped with a further penalty at the start of the day because of speeding infractions. He was going about 100 miles per hour on the road section. He said that there were no other users on the road at the time, so he felt that he would be safe, but obviously the FIA safety delegation also asking that himself and co-driver Martin Vidiger do 2 days of community service for the next 12 months shows otherwise. But somebody who definitely took no risks after an early scare was Kalle Rovanperä. Only picked up 1 stage win today from the day's 8 stages. It was the last stage of the day, but the puncher right at the start meant that his lead is now only 20 seconds over Hyundai's Oyt Tanak, with Craig Breen in 3rd between Tanak and Neuville. 5th place is Elfyn Evans. He is 2 minutes and 8 seconds off of his teammate, and Taka Katsuta is in 6th place. Now, we already knew that M Sport had already had a lot of woes, Greensmith suffering over the course of the tail end of yesterday, for example, and penalties demoting him down to 17th. But worse is probably to come for Hyundai, with Oliver Solberg out after the fire. I haven't seen whether or not he's going to be continuing tomorrow yet. I presume not. The WRC organisers, FIA and Hyundai, all keen to point out it wasn't hybrid, or they don't believe it was hybrid, that caused the fire. But yeah, shame to see his rally ended with kind of dirt and muck on the tracks, and I think that's been one of the big problems. That was one of the things that really hampered Kalle in particular today. Because if you think about it, yesterday he was always going to clean the stages. Even in the second loop, there was still going to be cleaning the cars afterwards, and it was still going to be a bit cleaned up because all the sports series had gone through, and so even though there'd be some cutting, there'd be some who didn't want to cut the stage. But we could see that by the fact that Esteban Lapi, who was often one of the, if not the first one in, was out there and just setting the timesheets ablaze very early on in the day. But for some, it's a really good learning experience. Haven't really heard much from Formo. But for Lube, he's saying it's been a good experience. And for Johan Russell, who is leading WRC2, it's a very good experience. Currently has 30 seconds lead over Gryzin, with Kajtanovic nearly a minute down on Russell. But it's a C3 ahead of a sea of 4 Fabias, with Lindholm and Ingram behind Kajtanovic and Gryzin. And you've got Camille and Lefebvre. Then in 14th place, you have Sami Pajari, the leading WRC3 competitor, ahead of Eric Theis. Verves is next, then Greensmith, then Una, after John Armstrong had to retire because of I believe it was a rumoured fuel line leak into the cabin. They said it was filling with smoke, so they had to pull over for safety reasons. Now, of course, that's not the first time we've heard that in WRC this season. That's why Oliver Solberg stopped in Monte Carlo, but well, hopefully they are pretty much entirely unaffected by it. Anyways, 1 day left. How's it going to go? Well, we've got 4 stages. I honestly couldn't put my money on it. I was thinking it was going to be an easy win for Kalle today, but with that puncher, it could easily go the way of Oyt. And to be honest, that would be a good thing to see. The first 3 rallies, we had 3 different rally winners, 3 different cars. That'd be a nice way to start it off, and especially for, the Alzano squad, who have obviously been on the back foot this season. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.